What's up, everyone? Today, I'm in Washington, D.C. with just $50 to survive and explore for 24 hours. Can I see the most epic sights in the city without going broke? Let's find out. This isn't just a travel vlog, it's a high-stakes budget challenge. Our mission: conquer the heart of D.C. from world-famous museums to gigantic monuments. The best part? Many of these places are free, so we're putting that to the test. I'll show you every decision, every purchase, and every step to see if you can have an amazing time here for less than the price of a video game. Ready to walk miles, see incredible things, and push this $50 bill to its limit? Let's go. Let the challenge begin. Here we are at the National Mall, the heart of D.C. This place is massive, stretching from the Capitol building to the Lincoln Memorial. Our plan used this central hub to hit as many free attractions as possible. The scale is unreal. Everywhere you look, there's history. My budget is still a perfect $50, we haven't spent a cent yet. The biggest expense today? My own 2 feet. There's a lot of walking ahead. The Smithsonian museums line the mall, and rumor has it they're all free. If that's true, this challenge might actually be possible. We have to be strategic and pick the best of the best. The first stop, a museum packed with iconic American artifacts. The excitement is real. Let's get moving before we waste any more daylight. The clock is ticking, and so is our budget. Every step is a step closer to victory or failure. The first museum is just a short walk from here. Let's do this. First stop, the Smithsonian National Museum of American History. And yes, it's totally free. Our $50 budget is untouched. Huge win. Inside, it's a sensory overload of Americana, 3 floors packed with history. The original Star-Spangled Banner is here, and seeing it in person is surreal. There's an exhibit on American enterprise, from the first Apple computer to classic ads. Dorothy's ruby slippers from The Wizard of Oz, right here. There's even Julia Child's entire kitchen, moved piece by piece. Artifacts from every president. Real, not replicas. This place is a time machine, and it hasn't cost us a penny. In any other city, a museum like this would cost a fortune. Here, it's a gift to the people. We could spend a week here, but we're on a mission. We've conquered our first major landmark for free. The budget remains at $50. Time to head back out and hit one of the most iconic monuments on the planet. Let's go. We've finally made it to the Lincoln Memorial, and let me tell you, my feet are definitely feeling the journey. But as I stand here, catching my breath and looking up at this iconic monument, I know every step was worth it. There's something about approaching this place on foot that makes the experience even more meaningful. The Lincoln Memorial is even more majestic in person than in any photo or postcard. The white marble gleams in the sunlight, and the sheer scale of the building is awe-inspiring. It feels like you're standing in the presence of history itself. Climbing the grand steps, you can't help but feel a sense of reverence. It's almost like entering a temple dedicated to the ideals of freedom and equality. Each step brings you closer to the heart of American history. And just like the Smithsonian museums, the Lincoln Memorial is completely free to visit. There are no ticket booths, no lines, just open doors welcoming everyone, no matter where you're from. Standing on these steps, you realize you're in the very spot where Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his legendary "I Have a Dream" speech. It's a powerful reminder of the struggles and triumphs that have shaped our nation. The atmosphere here is both powerful and humbling. People speak in hushed tones, taking in the significance of the place. It's a space for reflection, for remembering, and for imagining a better future. Inside, the massive statue of Abraham Lincoln sits in quiet dignity, gazing out over the reflecting pool and the National Mall. It's as if he's still watching over the country he worked so hard to unite. The detail in Lincoln's face is astonishing. You can see both the strength and the weariness etched into his features. It's a work of art that captures the weight of leadership and the hope for a better tomorrow. On the walls, the words of the Gettysburg Address and the Second Inaugural Address are carved into marble. These speeches are more than just history, they're a call to justice and unity that still resonates today. The Lincoln Memorial is like a living classroom. People of all ages and backgrounds come here to learn, to reflect, and to be inspired. And the best part, the lesson is free for everyone. From the top of the steps, you get one of the most breathtaking views in the world. The reflecting pool stretching out to the Washington Monument, framed by the city's skyline. It's a view that never gets old. As the sun begins to set, people linger, soaking in the atmosphere and the history. It's easy to lose track of time here, surrounded by so much meaning and beauty. In just one day, we've explored a world-class museum and stood at a legendary monument, and we still have $50 left in our pocket. Washington, D.C. is full of surprises. This city is delivering big time, offering unforgettable experiences without breaking the bank. But our adventure isn't over yet. There's still so much more to see and do before the day ends. Next up, a legendary art institution that's just waiting to be explored. Let's go! Next stop, the National Gallery of Art. Admission price, $0. Our $50 budget is still untouched. This place is actually two massive buildings, classic and modern, connected by a wild underground light tunnel. In the West Building, I'm standing in front of the only Da Vinci painting in the Americas, Ginevra da Benci. Rembrandts, Vermeers, Monets, Van Goghs, masterpieces everywhere, all for free. Over in the East Building, it's all modern art, Calder mobiles, Pollock, Rothko. The American people own this collection and anyone can be inspired by it. This is a massive win for our challenge. We're getting a billion-dollar art tour for nothing. We've seen priceless history, stood on hallowed ground, and now world-class art. Our budget is still $50. It feels like cheating, but it's just DC. We have to keep moving. One more giant monument to see before we even think about spending our first dollar. On to the next stop. We're at the base of the Washington Monument, absolutely colossal. You can go to the top, but tickets are tough to get and there's a small fee, so we're sticking to the free view. Just being here in its shadow is an experience. You can touch the stone, see the two colors of marble, a visible scar from the Civil War. This is the anchor of the National Mall, with views of the Lincoln Memorial and Capitol. It's the perfect spot to rest and appreciate the city's symmetry. We've accomplished so much today and we still haven't spent a cent. The best views are often free. Families are picnicking, people flying kites. This is America's front yard. But all this walking has made me hungry. My stomach's rumbling. It's finally time to break into our $50 budget. Next up, find a delicious, affordable meal. Let's see what we can find. After hours of wandering through world-class museums and soaking in the history of DC, my stomach is officially growling. I've been holding off on spending, but now, it's finally time to treat myself and put some of that hard-earned cash to good use. Instead of falling for the overpriced tourist traps, I've made my way to the bustling row of local food trucks just a few blocks from the main attractions. This is where the real culinary action happens in DC, and where locals grab a quick, delicious bite. The choices are almost overwhelming. There's everything from spicy Korean BBQ and classic gyros to loaded hot dogs, tacos, and even vegan bowls. Each truck has its own specialty, and the aromas wafting through the air make it nearly impossible to decide. I'm on a mission to find the best value, scanning menus, comparing prices, and weighing my options. It's all about maximizing flavor per dollar, and I want every bite to count. After some serious deliberation, I settle on a classic: lamb over rice, served with a fresh salad and a cold drink. The total? $15. Not bad for a hearty, satisfying meal in the heart of the city. That means our $50 budget is now down to $35. Every dollar counts, but this meal feels totally worth it. The food is absolutely incredible. Tender, perfectly seasoned lamb, fluffy rice that soaks up all the juices, and a tangy, creamy sauce that ties it all together. It's the kind of meal that makes you pause and savor every bite. Eating at these food trucks isn't just about saving money, it's about experiencing the city like a local. You get to mingle with people who actually live and work here and discover flavors you'd never find in a chain restaurant. My advice? Skip the fancy, overpriced restaurants right next to the big attractions. Walk a few blocks and you'll find better food at half the price, plus a much more authentic vibe. For just $15, we scored a meal that's both delicious and filling. And the best part? We still have $35 left in our pocket for the rest of the day's adventures. With my hunger satisfied and energy restored, I'm ready to take on the final stretch of our DC journey. There's still so much to see, and now I'm fueled up for whatever comes next. As the sun begins to set, there's one last stop I can't miss, a spot famous for its peaceful atmosphere and stunning views. It's the perfect way to wind down after a day of exploring. With $35 still in my wallet and a full stomach, I feel unstoppable. Let's go finish this adventure strong, refreshed, satisfied, and ready for whatever comes next. The day's almost over, but the best is yet to come. Time for the perfect ending to our DC adventure. Let's go. For our final stop, we're at the Tidal Basin, one of the most iconic and peaceful spots in all of Washington, D.C. After a day packed with adventure, there's no better place to slow down and soak in the city's beauty. The sun is setting, casting golden light over the water, peaceful and perfect after a packed day. The sky is painted in shades of orange and pink, and the monuments are glowing in the distance. It's a moment that feels almost cinematic, like the city is putting on a show just for us. The walk is beautiful, lined with cherry blossom trees, even out of bloom, it's magical. The gentle breeze off the water, the sound of footsteps on the path, and the sight of families, couples, and friends all enjoying the evening. It's a reminder of how special this city is, no matter the season. You can see the Jefferson Memorial glowing across the water, its white columns reflected perfectly in the still surface. It's one of those postcard moments that makes you stop and just take it all in. Being here is completely free. You don't need a ticket or a reservation, just a sense of curiosity and a willingness to explore. Our total spend for the day, just $15. We saw world-class museums, iconic monuments, and experienced the best of DC without breaking the bank. It's amazing how much you can do here on a budget. And had a fantastic meal, all for the price of a movie ticket. From grabbing a quick bite at a local spot to savoring the flavors unique to the city, every dollar was well spent. Sitting by the water, I'm reflecting on the day. Miles walked, unforgettable sights, and the feeling of being part of something bigger than myself. There's a sense of accomplishment that comes from exploring a city on foot, discovering its hidden corners and famous landmarks alike. And proof you don't need a lot of money for a rich travel experience. The laughter of friends, the quiet moments by the water, and the shared wonder at the city's history, all of it is priceless. DC is built for this. Unparalleled access to culture and history. The museums, the monuments, the public spaces, they're all here for everyone to enjoy, no matter your budget. This is the perfect way to end the challenge. Watching the sun dip behind the monuments, I feel grateful for the experiences, the memories, and the chance to see the city in a new light. Just sitting, watching the sun disappear behind the monuments, I realize how much you can discover in a single day, especially when you're open to adventure. From the Star-Spangled Banner to Lincoln to a Da Vinci, it's been an unbelievable journey. Each stop told a story, each exhibit sparked curiosity, and every moment added up to a day I'll never forget. With $35 to spare, we didn't just survive, we thrived. We proved that you don't need a big budget to have a big adventure, and that sometimes the best memories are the ones that cost the least. I'm tired, my feet are sore, but I'm so glad we did this. Thanks for coming along on this journey. Let's wrap this up, and remember, the best days don't have to be expensive, just well spent. That's a wrap on our $50 Washington D.C. challenge. We walked for miles, saw priceless artifacts, and had an incredible day, all for just $15. If you enjoyed this adventure, hit that subscribe button for more crazy travel challenges. Your support means everything and helps make these journeys possible. Thanks for joining me on this epic day. We did it. See you in the next video. Outro music.